How are you? Did you get your exercise in yesterday? Did you enjoy the warm weather and get outside? Did you get a little bit of sun and exercise?
It was nice out.
Did you?
I did.
What did you do?
Oh, we picked up the yard.
Picked up the yard?
But we had a nice bonfire.
A bonfire? And what did you eat on bonfire?
Hot dogs and s'mores.
Hot dogs, s'mores,
S'mores.
marshmallows?
Roast them nice and golden brown.
Ooh, hope you guys are able to get out and enjoy a little bit of the good weather, the sunshine, and maybe even a little campfire here and there. Okay, what song are we doing? Just make sure everybody's awake this morning?
I gotta keep moving.
Okay, keep moving. This is, everybody practice their exercise. What is it? Start it way up here.
Head,
And then what?
shoulders,
And then what?
knees,
I can't do that with the guitar. Okay.
and toes.
I'm gonna really break my guitar.
And toes.
Toes. Okay, good. Okay, good. I got it.
All work for
I
me.
got it. Okay. Are you playing the guitar or am I? Okay, I'll play the guitar. You guys go up and down.
Good luck with that.
Okay, good. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head and shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Eyes and ears and mouth and nose. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Eyes and ears and mouth and nose. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Faster? Can you guys do it faster? Can they do it faster?
That's a good question.
Should we see how fast they can do it? 2, 3, 4. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. That's cheating! Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Eyes and ears and mouth and nose. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. No more! Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Eyes and ears and mouth and nose. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Woo! I don't know if my hand can go any faster.
Phew.
How'd you guys do out there? Did you get your exercise? Are you breathing hard yet?
Yep.
Oh, good.
Heart rate's going.
Whew. Okay. Exercise for the day. Just gonna keep on going. Okay, want a book? Next, we're gonna have to start playing outside. Or have you ever juggled? I might have to teach you how to juggle one of these days. What do you think? Juggle would be good. Okay. This book is another book that's special, kind of fits in with Easter, and it's The Parable of the Lily by Liz Curtis Higgins. Isn't that a beautiful picture? Lots of flowers and lilies. Okay, let's see what she says today. One wintry day, the farmer's young daughter shuffled through the snow, headed for the mailbox, and at the end of the lane, brrr, it was cold. I'm glad there's no snow on the ground for us right now, huh? She peered inside the mailbox and found a small white envelope. Surprise! It was addressed to her. Don't you like it when you get mail? That's one of the most fun things to do is go out to the mailbox and find out you've got mail. Dear Maggie, the letter began, I'm sending you a very special gift just for you. Look for it. Oh, that's exciting. Not only did she get mail, but she knows that she's got a package coming, a special gift. That's exciting. Maggie loved getting presents, especially a gift as mysterious as this one. When would it come? Who was it from? What would it be? The farmer's daughter waited and waited. Some days patiently, some days not so patiently. Then one very ordinary afternoon, a box appeared on her doorstep. The gift had arrived. It's right there. The cat's checking it out, huh? The farmer watched as his daughter excitedly tore off the wrapping paper. He was eager to see what she had thought of her present. But Maggie didn't say a word. She just stared at the small wooden crate full of dirt. Dirt was not at all what Maggie had hoped for. How would you like to get a present that's a box of dirt? Now, that seems kind of silly. Not sure if I'd be happy or sad. Poking out of the soil was a small piece of paper that told Maggie how to care for her gift. Hide in a cool place, dark place, water as needed. When spring comes, bring it into the light. Okay. Then she knew it must be a growing thing, like a bulb that would someday bloom. On the box it says live plants. Okay, so it's not just dirt, there's something in there. She just doesn't know what it is. Oh dear, her long-awaited gift wasn't a toy or a doll or a game after all. The farmer could see that his daughter was very disappointed. His heart grew sad. The gift was from him. She didn't know that her dad gave her the gift, huh? With a sigh, Maggie carried the wooden box down the steps into the darkest corner of the cellar and left it there on a shelf. Sometimes she remembered to water it, but most of the time Maggie just plain forgot. The farmer did not forget. He just waited and watched. Oh, look, it's like a sunrise. Spring came at last. The air was warmer and the gray skies had melted into robin eggs blue. What a welcome sight the sun was. It was time for the farmer to hoe his garden, getting the soil ready for the seeds that filled his pockets. Looks like he's ready to plant a garden. Are you guys planting a garden this summer? Maggie wanted to help. So she marched down the cellar steps to get her own Maggie-sized garden toolbox. That's when it happened. Searching for her toolbox in the darkest corner of the cellar, Maggie knocked the forgotten crate of dirt off the shelf. Crash! The crate splintered into pieces. Soil was everywhere, and the flower bulb that rolled to her feet showed no signs of life. Uh-oh. She must have really forgot it, huh? What a mess. Maggie was mad at the box, and even madder at herself. She swept up the dirt and threw away the broken box, grumbling under her breath. That ugly old flower bulb, she tossed it out of the cellar door, never to think of it again. She looks kind of grumpy, doesn't she? Had kind of a bad day. Until Maggie woke up early Easter morning. A warm breeze blew through her bedroom window, and the chirping birds seemed to call her name. Still dressed in her nightgown, Maggie tiptoed out into the garden. She was hoping to find some daffodils or tulips to decorate the table for Easter breakfast. That's when she saw it. The loveliest lily that God ever made was blooming on the edge of her father's flower garden. Its white petals unfolded like a trumpet. Its leaves were green with new life. Its scent was as fragrant as the most expensive perfumes. Look how beautiful the lily is. Maggie knew all at once what had happened. She didn't know whether to laugh or cry or shout with joy. So Maggie did all three at once. Wake up, everybody! Wake up! Come and see! The gift is alive! Her family hurried out to the garden. They couldn't believe their eyes. So much beauty from such an ugly box of dirt. Maggie noticed the farmer standing in the doorway quietly watching. His smile gave away his secret. "Father, it was you who gave me the lily," Maggie squealed with delight. Suddenly, her little girl smile began to fade. Oh dear, she'd thrown away her father's gift without so much as a thank you. How that must have hurt him. "I'm sorry, Daddy," she said, around his big waist. "Will you forgive me?" "Oh, my child," the farmer whispered, hugging her tight. "That's what Easter is all about." Their big hug and an Easter lily. And remember, it came in just a box of dirt. You know, that's a good reminder of what Easter is all about. Sometimes we experience things that just feel sad. They're not as happy as we expect them to be. And sometimes we get angry and we throw things away or get upset. And yet, in all of that, when Maggie was upset and angry and sad, the gift that had been given, this box of dirt, it was filled with something that would become beautiful, this beautiful lily. And it's a good reminder that in life that feels sad, maybe being stuck at home, sometimes things that make us angry when we're not in the mood to do something, that sometimes those are beautiful gifts. Just like God gives us the beautiful gift of Jesus. And like on Easter, we celebrate Jesus being resurrected from the empty tomb. But we forget that the disciples were really sad before that, weren't they? They were sad that Jesus had died, and they were sad for what that meant to them. But Easter morning is a morning to celebrate new life, to celebrate the beauty of God's creation, and to be reminded that all things that God gives us is good, even if at the time it feels sad. So today, whatever's making you sad, I want you just to remember that this lily tells us the story and reminds us that God gives us good gifts. May you be blessed today, and may you have a lot of fun as you get ready for Easter, which is Sunday.